Hey there, welcome to day 254 of the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Horne-Ellstrom here, and we're talking about ego and identity today. And these glasses are definitely not my identity. And they don't fill my ego either because I just broke them and broke an entire side off. So I might pop the lenses out because they are prescription, not that they help me see, but they can help me to keep the light out and help a little bit. Today we're talking about, of course, as part of this year's annual challenge, ego. Our ego and our identity, what they are and what do they have to do with us achieving or not achieving our confidence goals. Well, ego and identity are closely related to and tied to our level of confidence. Ego is how we perceive ourselves in the world. How do we fit into the world? How are we perceived and how do we perceive the world, right? Our ego is tied up into that. Our identity, on the other hand, is how we perceive ourselves. So ego, how do we perceive the world and how do we fit into it? Identity, again, how do we perceive ourselves? Now, we need to have actually a healthy balance between the two. Ego is a form of confidence in what we stand up to, and our identity is who we are really, right? To me, my identity is all of the components of my beliefs, my thoughts, my feelings, my past experiences culminating together, and how they show up in the world. That's who I am. That's my identity. My ego is how I view my identity. How do I think about that? And how does that interact with the rest of the world? Now, our ego, some people, and we all know, and sometimes we're more egotistical than others, but sometimes our ego always shows up to make us feel good and right and strong, right? That's our ego's job. It's a subconscious thing, really, I think, a feeling that pops up to defend us in face of adversity or from other people or from outside threats, things like that. But we want to have a balance between the two in order to achieve our confidence goals. There's a write-up for this in Guide 17, of course, in the Get Up and Go private challenge Facebook group. You can go there and read that. It's pretty short and it talks about these things. But I got to thinking about ego and identity, and I honestly give very little conscious thought, and I think it's an area that I need to do more of. Just like storytelling, it's something I need to get better at, that I know I need to do, but I haven't really done much about it. Same with my ego. Sometimes I need to just check my ego and listen to the feedback I'm getting and say, what is this here to show me? If this is how I'm coming off to someone, then I need to take that into account and adjust my behavior, at least with this person and in this situation, accordingly. And then how am I identifying myself? So what we're going to do today, and I'm doing this too because I think it's a really interesting exercise, is as we go about our day, as I go about my day to day, I'm going to notice when my ego pops up and what my identity is throughout the day. So am I playing? What roles am I playing? How am I showing up? How is that inherently consistent with my experiences, my past, my present, my beliefs, my thoughts, my core values, etc.? A lot of times we'll hang on to a version of ourselves for much longer than we should. I think I shared this story about Pajama Grandma, and when I first came online, it was like my protective persona, so that it was really me, but it was only a part of me, just like I took to corporate America. Only a parts of me went to corporate America, not all of me, right? Not my crazy, kooky, zany props me, but part of me, the most professional part of me, worked and served in corporate America. So today, that's what we're doing. And I already started a list. And what I'll do is I go about my day. I'll look for examples when my ego is showing up in a positive or negative way. Because I want to know, am I letting my ego and how I interact with the world getting in the way of achieving my confidence goals and objectives? Because if I'm acting too egotistical, that is a sign to the world that I don't have confidence in that area. If I'm stuffing my ego down all the time, then that's also a sign of confidence. So I want to be somewhere in the sweet spot in the middle. So any questions about this, hit me up. Otherwise, I would be with you tomorrow. Have fun with this. Like I said, it's an area that I have given very little conscious thought to. And so I'm excited to do this exercise today right along with you. All right. Have a great day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.